Welcome everybody to the Stefano's Magic, where every episode is a journey inside the enchanting world of Disney. I'm Anthony.
And I'm Nicole.
And we're back. It's been
From
a while.
the best.
It's been a while. We took a little vacation.
Mm-hmm.
We all got sick. And now we're back and better than ever.
I didn't get sick on the vacation.
No?
You did.
I did. Sinus infection.
Yeah.
All the time.
Mm-hmm.
Every time, sinus infection. Never fails.
Yeah. Trying to scramble to get NyQuil to the resort. It's like every time.
But we had an awesome vacation, and I'm sure eventually we'll do a podcast breaking that down. But when we were away, it seems like a bunch of stuff broke. A bunch of news broke.
Yeah.
But before we get into the news, let's talk about our brand.
Mm-hmm.
You can support us by joining our Patreon. The link is right here. We had an episode, a very special episode of Creators Corner.
Oh, my God. So good.
A long episode of Creators Corner
with
the one and only Bree Love, who is amazing, like spirit animal. 2 hours long.
I wanted to pop
2
on
hours
and say hi, but I was sick.
Yeah, but check it out. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Awesome insight. Some of the most genuine, well thought out answers. It was just.
I feel like watching it back because I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't hear it. I didn't see it. Like saw the edit the night before.
Yeah.
And I feel like he's like my spirit animal.
Yeah,
He's like, I was depressed in New York. I'm like, I'm depressed in New Jersey.
Yeah.
You know, like.
And we talked for 3 hours. We recorded 2 hours of it. We legit talked for 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
While, we were just chatting. What a guy. Definitely check that out. We are now official affiliates of Lost Bros.
Mm-hmm.
Link is in the bio. Save 15%
I love their shirts.
On Lost Bros. That happened like right before we left.
I know.
And as we announced on Creators Corner, we have our June guest book. We actually have our May guest book too.
Mm-hmm.
The May guest we're going to confirm next week once the dates are set.
Right.
The June guest is Emma from All Ears. So All Ears will be returning, which we're super, super excited for.
They're just so genuinely nice.
Yes.
Like they respond. Even in the parks, they're like, come, stop.
Yep.
Like if you see us, please stop. When you see a content creator, I mean, we've only seen a couple, but like my instant thought is like, don't bother them. They'll get annoyed, leave them alone. Like they're working, you know, but they're like, no, even watching their video yesterday, please stop and see us. You make our day.
That's amazing.
You know?
And that's amazing.
And I'm a shy person though. Like, and it takes a lot for me. I mean, Anthony's just like, hey, when we saw Morrow, he was like, hey, Nate. And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
It was our first content trip. I wanted to hide behind the trash can.
Nah, you got to just be.
But they're like real people.
You
have to like forget like.
They do what we do.
Yeah.
It's just they're a lot more popular.
Right.
That's all it is. But they are so genuine, and I'm so excited to interview Emma and eventually more of the All Ears team. We have other guests lining up. I'm telling you, we are going to have a nice list of guests throughout the summer. But also, we didn't release too many vlogs.
I mean,
we got the Polynesian one coming soon. We just released the Animal Kingdom.
We just did 2 resort tours. We couldn't do any in park because we knew
spring break was crazy.
Spring break was. I mean, we had Easter Sunday in Magic Kingdom, but it was like, I don't know, our family day, and we rode the rides with the kids.
Yep.
I mean, I guess we could have, but
it wouldn't have been.
I don't know. We didn't want to get stopped. Like, it's different when you live there and you're just like go through.
Or if we just go on our parent trips, like that's
right. But like we didn't want to pack the batteries and be stopped, and like it takes a lot.
That's in August. There's going to be tons of content, and I'm super excited for that. Maybe a weekend before that, we just have to see how flights are. Flights are very expensive right now.
I know.
Nightmare
I'm like
flights.
trying to manifest a Saturday, literally to Sunday.
Yeah.
Just overnight, just so I could preview Tiana because it's
that's the breaking news. So we go.
All
the stuff came out. Tiana, 2 gift shops.
Yeah, but wait, we're annual pass holders. They're opening like to thank us.
Yes.
They're having the lounge open, the magnet, and we miss this stuff all the time because we're not there.
But the annual pass preview too will be for Tiana's, and everyone's thinking the end of May for that, based off rumors.
Definitely, with that license plate that they shared is the dates. It's going to be like Memorial Day weekend, and then all of June for annual pass. July 7th set to open for everyone.
Hopefully,
and Disney
July 7th.
does that.
They haven't given any dates though. They've given
Easter
all
eggs.
the info. We've seen all the animatronics, and they look unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
Like they look unreal.
Louis, not Louis.
Yeah.
Is that the big
gator?
Is that his name?
Yeah, Louis.
Oh, he looks like my favorite, but you'll see him as soon as you go in.
Yeah.
And they said he's like Santa Claus.
He's
like jolly, happy, you know? He'll get the party going.
It's going to be a party.
Mm-hmm.
I'm super excited for Tiana. Super excited for Tiana's.
I feel like Tiana is getting so much, though. The beignets,
Yep.
just her at 1900 Park Fair, the gumbo. Like,
let's be real. I mean, I think that land's probably going to turn more into a very
like
New
jazz,
Orleans
New Orleans.
based, and I'm good with that.
Me too.
You know, I
like
think
Disneyland.
it's needed. It's definitely needed.
Well, they're getting 2 new stores, which that was like talk because they released it to Disneyland a couple weeks ago. They just broke yesterday. We are getting 2 stores. Critters Up, I think is one called.
Mm.
So we're getting 2 new stores.
Yeah.
I think the whole new playground's getting a refurb.
Aren't they getting rid of the gun thing in Frontierland? I heard.
Oh yeah,
The
they're
shooting?
getting rid of that.
Yeah. That's where I went blank. But there's so much stuff coming to Disney World that is needed because Disneyland's getting so much.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Disneyland Paris had this big thing yesterday. They're changing the name
I
of
know,
stuff. It
that's a
looks
lot.
fantastic. It makes me so excited for D23.
Mm-hmm.
It's an exciting time to be a Disney
And that's
fan.
in August.
Yeah.
But people to get D23 tickets, did you hear about the whole mess?
No.
Oh my God, it was like hours.
Yeah.
I saw Tracker. He said it took him hours to get through the queue. They said they were sold out. Then they were selling third-party tickets on Amazon. They're like, we're not going to honor them unless you buy them through D23.
Wow. Speaking of Tracker.
Because people want to go. It's a huge...
Yes, it's going to be like one of the most groundbreaking announcement years
Yeah.
ever. Speaking of Tracker,
Mm-hmm.
they went to 1900 Park Fair.
Yeah.
And our good friends, Danny and Bill, were
Couple
in the
park
video.
hoppers.
Couple park hoppers were in the video. So shout out to them. That's awesome. But 1900 Park Fair open, and I have to go.
I have to go. I
And,
just
like,
don't... I think dinner, though.
The funny thing is everyone's like, why is it Aladdin and Mirabelle and Cinderella
Stop.
and Tiana? But when they opened, it all came together. They're all wish makers.
The Pinocchio wishing star thing that goes off, they're a little bit... Stop.
But it's
Instant tears.
It's all wish makers. So
I
that's
love it.
why they're all
exactly.
in there. Yes.
I mean, people think it doesn't fit at the Grand Flow, but
It fits.
I don't know.
It fits.
I want to
mean,
go just because they say the vibe feels like you're on the Disney Wish.
The interactions were just unbelievable.
That's what they said. I mean, I watched 4 reviews. They said best Disney character interaction to date
Yep.
that they have and best buffet.
Yeah.
And people pick dinner. And usually you don't pick dinner for buffets.
Yeah. We're going to have to try it. We might try it.
But Grand Flow, everything is elevated. So I
Yeah.
knew it would be... We loved it when we went, when it was Alice.
Yes, we did.
Mhm.
Mad Hatter, Alice. It is definitely something you're going to have to check out.
But this is like all happening within like 2-3 weeks.
I know. Everything's kind of exploding here.
But then wait, this week will be dates of the Halloween party
Yeah.
that come out. Like Disney just
They're hitting
keeps
us with
tagging.
news. And when we were away, we read that they finally pulled the permits for what's beyond Big Thunder. And here's the theme of the episode. We're going to talk about what we think should go beyond Big Thunder. So let's get into it after this short break.
So what's coming beyond Big Thunder? That's been the big question looming since they teased it in June at the little D23 they had in Orlando at the Contemporary.
The only thing that came true on that is that Encanto is coming to Hollywood Studios. That is confirmed.
Right, but
or
that's-
Animal Kingdom.
That just gets
Encanto
the
is
ball
coming to Animal
rolling
Kingdom.
now, though.
Yeah.
I mean, they confirmed that it's going to be Encanto and then Indiana Jones.
In Animal Kingdom.
Retheme.
By
Which-
Dinoland.
Yes. Joe Rody has been seen going into the Imagineering.
Yes, that's
like,
all good news, too.
And he retired, so he's back in
That's
it. And if
amazing.
you, I'm sorry, go to this park. Best detailed park in Disney.
It
like,
is.
I will fight this until I die.
Yeah.
Like, it is the most beautiful Disney park we have.
Yeah, I think it's very detailed. It's very detailed. But how detailed is Beyond Big Thunder going to be? Because with all these options that they're giving us,
Listen,
some of them I don't like. So we'll go down the list.
Do we want to get into what they're teasing and then what we think?
What they're teasing.
Okay.
What they're teasing.
What they teased originally
yes.
was Villain's Land.
Which, do it.
Do it. Everyone's been asking for Villain's
Do it.
Land, which maybe still might. They must be keeping that hush-hush right now. You know?
But that would be awesome. A place where you can go meet villains, villain rides.
Mm-hmm.
Just a whole different aspect of like, there's not too much villain stuff in the park. Like Gaston has the bun and the,
right.
You know what I mean? Like he has like a restaurant kind of like a quick service. There's not many villains. Like
right. Magic Kingdom desperately is in need of this expansion.
Yes,
I mean,
absolutely.
You know,
And we love it there, but it's just you do it, and if you keep doing it, it's just the same. And you see all these other parks getting stuff. You see Japan with their Beauty and the Beast ride.
Right.
And
Frozen.
while we love Enchanted Tales with Belle, like, why do they have that beautiful immersive ride where you're doing Be Our Guest and we have, okay, you're
so
going to have
that everyone
story
goes
time.
to different parks. That's why.
Well, it's very hard to get to Japan. I understand if it was in California.
Yeah.
It's very hard to get to Japan.
YOLO.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
I'm just kidding. But for real, they did the Villains Land. They teased Coco Land, right?
Yes, Coco Land.
And Encanto.
but
But I think
that's got to be scrapped, right?
I don't know. Maybe Coco.
Why wouldn't they put Coco in Animal Kingdom too?
I mean, Coco is huge in Disneyland. We need some love for this Coco. I mean, come on.
It's like my favorite.
Legit
top 3 movie. I love it.
Right.
Why is there no love for it?
But then I'm thinking, like, do they do dupes from Disneyland? What they already have, what we don't have. Or maybe bring back Toontown.
Yeah.
Like, my mind starts rolling.
Yeah. What's another option that they have?
Just this past week, they said Radiator Springs. Cars. A ride, not the land, though. And people love it, though. Even if you're not a car
Can't you just
fan.
get rid of Tomorrowland Speedway and put that there? I don't know what the ride looks like.
I don't know.
Can't you just get rid of the
ride
Speedway?
looks really cool, though.
Get rid of the Speedway. Get rid of the Speedway then.
No, it fits in with all, like, Big Thunder, like, all. I think that's a strong possibility. Look, you got to watch the ride.
I know, but I'm.
And people love that ride.
I'm going to tell you
it's a roller coaster.
In my heart of heart, what I think it is later, because I really think that they're going to do this at every single park because it's so big.
Right.
But I'm
and
cool
then
with
possible,
that. But they want like something with Woody
themed attraction.
because a Woody theme attraction.
Because it's Western. Like they're trying to keep with the Western theme.
Yes,
going
but
beyond Big Thunder.
Here's my issue with that. You have a Toy Story land.
I don't know.
We want something different.
I get it.
Like, put the Woody ride in Toy Story Land. I get it, it's Western, but how Western is it when right before you go Western, you're in the bayou?
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
You know what I mean? So
that's just what they have teased this past week.
If they're expanding it to make it Western, then why even change Splash Mountain? I mean, I know why you changed Splash Mountain, but why change the whole theme? You could have just did a new song.
I don't think Woody will go. I think Cars will, because that whole thing fits in with the way Big Thunder looks. Like Cars Land.
Remember when
that ride looks like Big Thunder, kind of like all brown, and it will fit right there.
I thought Zootopia Land was mentioned for Animal Kingdom, which would have been really cool.
Right.
I'm very glad that Encanto and Indiana Jones is going there. It's to get rid of Dinoland.
The blueprints,
the blueprints came out, but it leaves you desiring something for Magic Kingdom. Magic Kingdom is your number one park. When people say, "I'm going to Disney World,"
what do you think?
They go to the castle,
right?
And for a while now, I know we got Tron and we got the ride Tron, and it's awesome. I liked it. Kind of think it should be in Epcot or Hollywood Studios.
Where Disney puts anything.
Kind of think they could go on those two parks, but it's amazing.
I think Magic Kingdom needed that though.
But that is another ride that we didn't have that was moved here.
Right, but you don't think it ties into Tomorrowland? I do.
It does, but I'm just saying we haven't had new in Magic Kingdom.
Right. Well, I don't think we're going to get, maybe new, but I don't.
If it's a land, you're going to have new rides. Mm-hmm. You have to have new rides in the land. If they just build a land and there's no rides in it, you're wasting space. I know Magic Kingdom has all the heavy hitter rides, but that's exactly what I mean. Like you go to Disney World to go to Magic Kingdom. Once you go to Disney World, you fall in love with Epcot. Mm-hmm. You fall in love with Animal Kingdom. You fall in love with Hollywood Studios. And then going to Disney World means something different. Mm-hmm. But for the casual vacationers that are going for 10, 12 days because they're doing it every 5 years or maybe once in a lifetime, the castle is what they think of.
Right.
Every time you see Disney, you see the castle.
You're right. And I think...
So they need to pump up Magic Kingdom to be on par with the, all of the other Disneylands across the globe.
But they see that. So that's why that's like $10 billion.
It's like pumped up on steroids. Mm-hmm. Like the castles are bigger. The rides are better. The pirates, I love our pirates.
Our castle is big. What are you talking about?
But the pirates are based off the movie. I'm just saying
everything has gotten more immersive and just better.
Like you can't walk through our castle. You can walk through other places' castles.
Yeah.
It's a ride almost. You walk through, you see all the stuff. It's just we're lacking that kind of stuff. We're getting a lot of, hey, this is reimagined. Cool. hey, this is from a different park, but now it's moving here. Cool. But when are you going to say, hey, Magic Kingdom, it's time to have something new? And that's why my fear is, and I'm going to say it now, as exciting as I would be, I think they're going to do Frozen.
I think they're manifesting to do more princess stuff.
I think they're going to do Frozen.
Maybe.
Because
I don't know.
they've put Frozen in like two parks with, I think, another park getting it.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to put Frozen everywhere because Frozen is their meal ticket. It is their biggest franchise that they have.
Or what about the new expansion they're doing in Hong Kong, like Fantasyland? Like all Peter Pan inspired.
That's cool.
So maybe that. I don't know.
I think Frozen is too big to just have one little spot in Epcot.
This is all too much for me to go back. I just need a confirmation in August.
Yeah.
What are you bringing to us?
Yeah.
You know? Because, like, you tease this and then that's it. Like, because these blue sky things sometimes never come to the lands. Like, they just throw them out there, get excited. Because I really hope Villains Land.
Yes.
Like, honestly.
All right. And we're going to talk about what Villains Land might look like, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's dive deep into it. What Frozen would look like. We kind of know what Frozen would look like. But what Villains Land would look like. What Coco would look like. I have another blue sky idea.
Oh.
And we'll get into that. But we'll take a short break because we want to promote magical alerts. And you're going to hear the little magical alert ad play after this. But I want to tell you, we took our princess, our baby, to Bippity Boppity Boutique, all because of magical alerts.
I scored them 8:30 in the morning, Easter Sunday, in Magic Kingdom. And that was the best experience.
It was unbelievable. So I can't say enough amazing things about magical alerts because we got alerts for dinner.
I got a lot for that.
But we got alerts for Bippity Bop Boutique, which made it just the most memorable day in Magic Kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
So after these words from me talking about how great magical alerts is, we are going to go back into we're going to Imagineer, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Let's Imagineer right after this short break. Do you need help getting a Disney dining or experience reservation? If so, you need to set up a magical alert. Magical Alerts is a service that searches available dining and experience reservations 24/7 and automatically sends you a text once a reservation is available. They are super quick and you just click the link in the text to go to the Disney site and reserve your spot. Try them out today at magicalalerts.com. Use the promo code DS2024 when you sign up and you'll get one free alert added to your account. So let's talk about Villains Land.
Let's talk about Villains Land.
Let's talk about it. What rides? What do you think could go there? What do you think it could be themed after?
Jesus, my mind. I mean, Maleficent.
Yes. That's where I go. A Maleficent ride.
Yes.
That's kind of where I go.
Ursula, maybe something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Jafar.
There's a lot of good villains.
Like you could have a really cool Jafar ride with snakes and stuff. Or that's the thing. Or is it just a land with meet and greets and it's dark there and it's like, is it another?
But then would that be
obviously
too scary?
Different? But what does Galaxy's Edge have? 2 rides.
Mm-hmm.
You can get away with 2 rides and just make the
land
land amazing.
But they said this expansion is going to be bigger, if not as big, if not bigger than what's it called? Galaxy's Edge. So that's huge. And then this is gonna. How long did it take for them to make Galaxy's Edge?
A while, but quicker than Epcot.
Oh yeah. So this expansion probably would take quite some time.
It's going to take time, and that's fine.
Permits are filed though.
Yeah, but like, what are we looking for in a Villains Land? Like, obviously, we want to ride.
What do you think? Like the Evil Queen?
I think is the Evil Queen the Snow White ride in Disneyland?
Did they say that's scary?
Why don't it's Villains Land?
Mm-hmm.
Bring it back like to this century. You don't have to have the nostalgia of it being one of the first rides, and just do an Evil Queen Snow White haunted ride.
Right.
Like that would be cool. Gaston's not really like a scary villain.
Right. Jafar's scary.
Jafar's scary. Like you could do like haunted rides with some of these villains.
Mm-hmm.
Ernesto de la Cruz.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
I need more stuff for Coco though.
I need more stuff. Like I think Ernesto de la Cruz is such a great bad
like
guy.
a Coco ride they teased.
Yes.
I mean, I kind of feel like there's a strong potential for Coco still to come.
I hope so. I mean, I would love that. I don't think we're going to get it. I honestly think we're getting Frozen. I really do. But like for Villains Land to succeed, you're going to need a ride. But what does it look like? You know what I mean? Because all villains are different.
Right. Well, they had showed the blue sky pictures back in June. So
I need
very dark and
dark and probably fog.
I get Halloween vibes.
Yes, which is great because we love Disney at Halloween. But like, I'm trying to think of what other what other villains could go in there.
What's his name from Hercules?
Oh, I forget.
Hades.
Hades.
Yeah.
Hades. Yeah.
I mean, well, the ship. This is totally off. The cruise ship is gonna do a villain's theme.
Yeah.
The newest one. Is it the Treasure? No, not the Treasure.
The one after.
The one after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one after
So
the
they're
Treasure.
doing the villain stuff.
Yeah.
Because people like Disney fans love the villains, and they've been teasing for years. I mean, begging for years for something to come to Magic Kingdom or just Disney in general.
They have great villains.
Mhm.
There's great villains, but like, I'm just trying to think of how Scar ties in to.
Oh yeah, Scar.
You know what I mean? How does that tie into Ursula?
Right.
Who ties into Maleficent? Who ties into Ernesto de la Cruz?
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be hard to do.
Mm-hmm.
Hard to theme. Now, if anyone could do it, it's Disney
Imagineers.
Imagineers. Here's my thing. Like, I personally think you need to lean into the princess thing.
Mm-hmm. I think
It
they
is
will.
Magic Kingdom. There's a castle.
Right.
Lean into it.
Right.
Now, maybe
But
the
with
whole
princesses come villains.
the whole thing's kind of Princess Land, right?
Mhm.
Magic Kingdom. Why don't you kind of make a Princess Land? Why don't you give us a Rapunzel ride?
Well,
Why don't
maybe
you
that
give us
too.
a Beauty and the Beast ride? Now, I know they have the Beauty and the Beast corner, but why don't you give us a Beauty and the Beast ride? Why don't you give us a Rapunzel ride? Why don't you give us a Snow White ride? There's a lot of stuff in Magic Kingdom about princesses, but not many princess rides.
Right.
Like Snow White isn't the Snow White ride. It's the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train,
Right.
right?
Mhm.
It's about like, the
Rapunzel bathrooms.
Rapunzel bathroom. Ariel has a
I
ride.
mean, I like the Belle little
Story
walk.
time with Belle.
I like that.
What?
I like that.
Yeah, but I'm
you're
thinking
right.
like Rapunzel.
There's no like
Think what
ride.
you could do with Rapunzel and the lanterns. Think
Mhm.
about how amazing that ride is.
Well, they just teased
And
the
I
whole new
personally think
Rapunzel land.
If they do Coco, they're going to do it in Epcot. And they're going to replace Three Caballeros. And they're going to do
the ride.
That's personally what I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I think me and Bree Love talked off air about that.
Right.
That's what we think might happen. Where
Mhm.
it's like they'll put Coco there because it's in Mexico. Like it's pretty much it's Coco when you walk in. And then that ride, you can use the bones and you could do a great water ride.
True. True.
Right? So I think that's where that would go. But it's like you're going to lean into princesses. There's a castle.
And
Give
I
us
think,
more princess rides.
Right.
Rides. Like not meet and greets. Like just give us princess themed rides. That Snow
which
White
they
ride
might.
looks amazing.
I mean, who's getting the Rapunzel land? They just teased that.
Yeah.
I don't. Who's
Is that
getting
China?
I don't know. Or Paris. I
No, don't know.
forget.
But they're all getting these cool lands.
Right.
And we're kind of like, oh, what are we going to get? I still think it's Frozen. I really, in my heart of hearts, I think it's like, we're going to put Frozen there.
Yeah.
And I could be totally wrong. And I kind of hope I am because, I want something new to Magic Kingdom. I don't want a refurbished land that's been done before.
Right.
But I feel like it's going to be
I think we'll
Frozen.
get something new now.
Do you?
Maybe. I don't know.
If you had the bet right now, what are you picking?
I don't. I really kind of think like if we're doing princesses.
Yeah.
I thought Frozen for the longest time, but then I'm thinking maybe Rapunzel.
I don't think we're going to get Rapunzel.
No.
I don't think she gets enough love. It's just about time that Tiana gets one. So Tiana has one. A Princess Ride's about to open.
Yeah.
Tiana's Bayou Adventure.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's a hint that they're going to make it more princessy.
Maybe.
But so
I
Tiana
really
and
don't.
Ariel, what other princess have rides? And maybe I'm missing it.
In Magic Kingdom.
Yes.
There's the Ariel.
Yep.
Tiana's getting her ride.
Story time with Belle.
There's no Snow White. There's no Cinderella.
No Cinderella, just a castle.
Nothing for Sleeping Beauty.
Mm-mm.
Nothing for Pocahontas, Mulan. Nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So you're right.
But what are we doing here?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you could put Coco.
But then them teasing the Cars ride, it makes me think that they're just going to do completely no princess stuff and just keep a Western theme.
And I
don't
kind of
know.
like what you said. Every princess needs a villain, so maybe that's why Villain's Land fits in.
Maybe.
But it's just so hard to know where they're going to go and how it's going to make sense.
It really is because they throw these ideas out here and then they like totally.
Because like, how's it going to make sense to go
axe
from
it.
the Bayou to the Western to Villain's Land?
Well, because you got to watch Cars Land. I mean,
I know, but I'm saying if it's Villain's Land, how does that?
yeah, I have no idea.
Like, you're going to have to retheme Tom Sawyer. Like, these are stuff that you're going to just have to retheme to make sense now.
Mm-hmm. I really don't know. Everything's like up in the air.
Yes.
So
That's why it's blue sky.
So your team, what? What do you want?
What do I want?
Right, villains.
Princess Land.
Oh,
I want more princess rides
Mhm.
for kids because you can put more in Epcot, Animal Kingdom, and Hollywood Studios. That is your Princess Park.
I think more princess stuff.
What I think it's going to be 100% is Frozen.
Mm.
I think Frozen's going to go there. That is my guess because I think it was supposed to be Coco and Encanto. Encanto shifted over to Animal Kingdom. I think you see Coco shift over to Epcot.
Mm-hmm.
Just what I'm thinking.
Who knows?
If I'm betting today, I'm betting Frozen. And I have no idea. But this is just what my heart's telling me. What about you?
Right, because they haven't even teased anything of Frozen.
No.
Nothing. I think...
Which is...
They're going to tie in, like, the car. I think Radiator Springs car ride will come. And I think maybe something tied into villains.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do. Because it's the Princess Park, so they're going to expand it with the villains. Because when you think princess, you think villain. There's always a villain to come with the princess.
Yeah, I just don't... the Cars thing is going to be cool, but, like, you have...
Or maybe Coco.
You have Tomorrowland Speedway just sitting there, and it's a stinker of a ride. Get rid of it.
Because sometimes you don't know what Disney will put in their parks. Because, like, Hollywood Studios, what are you? What kind of park are you? So maybe they do put Coco in Magic Kingdom.
You don't know.
You really don't know.
You don't know.
Like, it would be logistically smart to do 3 Caballeros to Coco, but I don't...
But then I don't want to get rid of that ride, though.
Right, but then I don't think they would even do that.
Like, I don't want to get rid of that ride.
I
love that ride.
Yeah.
Like, let's not keep getting rid of rides because you have enough land to expand.
Right. Save the ride.
Yeah, save the rides. Save the rides. And after this short break, we are going to send it home and give some other info about what's coming up for us. We have a lot of podcast ideas coming up, and we'll be right back. So with all the fun stuff we have coming up, Emma, the May guest, booking out other guests, we really want to do more Patreon stuff. And we had a really fun March.
Right.
We did a bunch of like March Madness brackets. So we're going to keep doing special Patreon content that we'll start recording again this week as we now are back and we feel better. So please go join our Patreon. We have a bunch of podcast ideas. Like, we went, and we're just going to give you a little intro to the next one. We went during spring break. Easter Sunday, we rope dropped.
It was a dream.
We rode everything. Tuesday, worst park day I've ever had.
Yeah. It was bad. We didn't do Genie Plus. We were going to.
Is Genie Plus worth it? I think our opinion has kind of changed. So we're going to get into that. That'll be next week's episode. Is Genie Plus worth it? We finally got to stay at our dream resort, which you'll see the vlog dropping probably in 2 weeks. Is paying deluxe worth it? That's going to be a podcast ideas. Anything that you guys want to hear, put it in the comments. We would love to pick your brains and see what kind of content, what you want us to talk about. Another big thing for us is now we're available on audio.
Spotify.
Yep. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google. I think what I'm going to do is this episode will come out, and then 2 days later, audio will get it. YouTube has been our home base. We're trying to grow our YouTube.
Yeah.
Just like the Breed Love interview, we recorded it. It dropped Friday. It'll be out Tuesday for audio listeners.
Right.
This will probably come out Monday, and then Wednesday or Thursday it will be available for audio listeners because we want YouTube to be the first option.
Right.
Because we set up this beautiful shelf for you guys to look at. Any final thoughts on what's happening with Disney World right now?
I don't know. I think it's an exciting time for the company. I think all these speculations of all this money that they're putting into it, and I think Magic Kingdom is going to be a huge, because we heard all about all the other parks, but Magic Kingdom is definitely the park that, and Animal Kingdom, that are going to get these 2 huge new lands.
Yeah.
And I'm just excited.
Yeah.
Like, as a Disney nerd, all this stuff excites me. Like, they tease these things, and I'm like, I need to know more. I need to know more. Then I see Joe Rohde going into the Imagineering.
Oh my gosh.
And then I'm like, oh my God. Like, he is the man of Animal Kingdom.
It makes me so excited for Animal Kingdom. It really does.
But then this means
Dino Land is such a, I'm sorry, it's such a stupid land.
But if he has any help into helping that land, it's going to be stunning.
I mean, with the 3D models of it look
like they were literally in the land, in these Americas going in, and this is how they do their research.
Yes.
Like,
they were there for
go
what, like,
full in.
Yeah, like months, they said, right?
Months.
So I'm excited to see what it looks like. Is there going to be an Encanto ride?
Right. I'm excited for Tiana to open.
There's
though.
isn't
That's
there?
like the most exciting for me.
Oh, and we forgot to mention there's a drone show. The drone
Oh,
show is
yeah.
finally coming.
But Disney Springs. Why Disney Springs?
Why Disney Springs?
Yeah,
I don't know.
why?
No clue. No clue. Disney Springs.
Well, whatever, a drone show. They had one years ago.
Yeah, I'm excited to see it. If it's anything like Disneyland Paris, bring it to the kingdom. Although I can say, I can watch Happily Ever After every night because we pretty much did.
Wait, I did 3 nights. And I cried every single time. I'm like,
Yep.
Nicole, what are you doing?
We watched it from our
It was
resort.
so good. And that song, I don't care, is catchy.
The mashup, the melody of it all.
It's just so good.
Oh, it's so good.
I'm
It's
happy
so
they
good.
went back
Yeah.
from Enchanted to
Yes.
Enchantment to that.
Yes. But yeah.
So what are you excited for?
That's the drone show. Honestly, I'm super excited. I've been wanting.
Tiana's. That's my number one because that's
Tiana's
happening
Tiana's
soon.
is number one.
They tease every day. There's something.
What I'm excited for is D23, so we can finally get some answers.
Yeah.
And what I'm excited for is our next episode because I'm having so much fun doing this. So if you like what you see,
And we're sorry though for the lack of, like in-park content because we didn't do a lot this trip.
it was a family vacation.
It was a family vacation.
I wanted to focus on the children and what they wanted to do.
Right. It's hard when it's a family vacation.
We went to Universal. I might do a little special show on Patreon with Ella talking about what Universal was like, Harry
Right.
Potter. But
Mommy had the best day at the resort in Disney Springs.
we really apologize for not doing the in-park
Yeah.
content, but this is why the podcast
Right.
exists, so
So-
we can give you our Disney content. And I'm telling you, once we get into the park, I think we're going to go full grind mode.
Right.
I think you're going to get like 5 or 6 vlogs from that whole
yeah,
weekend.
and we have like different styles we're gonna do.
Yes, we're going to do like, can we beat the wait time? We're
Right.
going to do pick a card.
like posted wait time, actual wait time.
Yeah. So we got a lot of fun ideas coming. But if you like this video, comment, like, subscribe, share it with a friend. If you're on Spotify, leave a 5-star review. Spotify, Apple, you can leave a 5-star review. Tell them why you love the podcast. It helps put it in the algorithm.
Yeah.
And if you want more of us, patreon.com. It really goes a long way. It helps us a lot. But thank you guys so much for your patience. We hope you enjoy everything we're doing with Creators Corner, with vlogs, and with this podcast. And we will see you next week. Peace out.